good morning. I think it's morning. Yeah, it's about 20 to 12. Back in Scotland for a week or so, and this time not going as far north as I normally would do, so I'm starting off around the Dumfries and Galloway area, which I've never been to before. It's quite nice. So I'm currently taking some pictures at Anworth Kirk, which is an old, pretty ruined church. Earlier this morning I visited the big Waterfleet viaduct. Apparently there was a little Waterfleet viaduct, but they blew it up for reasons. The railway line across the top of it's not there anymore. So that was pretty cool. So I'm shooting some digital pictures. Film camera wise, this time I've brought my new-ish Bronica with me, the SQ-B, and a new film as well. I'm trying Ektar 100, so slide film rather than negative, and that's going to be quite interesting because I've never shot it before. Oh, tiny dead mouse. Yeah, I've never shot it before. I think the main problem, is that you have to get your exposures pretty spot on, so I'm hoping I'm managing that. I've only taken a couple of shots so far. I'm also using a warming filter on the lens because I think a lot of people reckon the film comes out quite cool. So yeah, now hop back in the car and drive to the nearby town. I think there's a mill to take a picture of, possibly, and grab a spot of lunch. So the next little stop off is Low Run Burn, which drains down into Loch Ken. It's quite pretty, little stream coming down with lots of waterfalls through the trees. It goes under a little arched bridge out into the loch. You can walk up the hill probably miles. I've come up a little way, just trying 2 or 3 different compositions before I disappear back down. But yeah, very pretty spot. So Kenmir Castle was pretty cool. Very ruined inside, lots of trees growing in there and stuff, so I didn't venture inside too much. Lots of signs about falling masonry and so on. I don't know, probably okay, but plenty of nice pictures from the drone as well. So the next stop today is theoretically a couple of little waterfalls I saw on the OS map. But the route the car took me, or rather Google took me, led me to a little car park in the forest a mile or so away, along the side of the Black Lock, which is alright. It's quite black in places, mostly because it's a reflection of a dark hill, but over on the other side there's a sort of tall needle rusty monument thing. I don't know what that is, but if there's a path over there I might go and have a quick look. Well, hopefully you can hear me over the waterfall, but this is much prettier than I was expecting. It drops into this nice little pool and trickles off downstream. So, yeah, take a picture or two. It's very much in shade, and everything else around here is kind of bright sun. So I think I'm going to have to concentrate on just framing within there, I think. There's a couple of big rocks that should let me set the tripod up in a slightly more central position. So yeah, I'll do that and then grab a coffee. Yeah, this is apparently Rosie's waterfall, according to Google Maps. I don't know which Rosie, I mean there's a lot of them. Yeah, look it up later. Well, I found the second waterfall. It was a little bit further along the riverbank the other way, not much further, but it's a bit trickier to get a nice view of, I think. If I lift the camera up, you can probably see it, but I'm kind of up above it because it's in a narrow sort of gorge of rock that you can't get down, so I'm on a little outcrop of the cliff. It's not really big enough to be a cliff, you know what I mean. What there is that's quite cool, I don't know if you can see it, there's a nice big semicircular kind of cutout of the rock there. So I'm going to stick the wide angle on, see if I can get the waterfall and the curve of the rock in one. The only downer is my shadow is kind of, the sun's in the wrong place, but it might go behind a cloud in a minute, we'll see. Right. So today I've driven over to the Mull of Galloway, which is the southernmost point of Scotland apparently. And you probably can't see it, but the land on the horizon in that distance direction is Northern Ireland. So not very far away. The ferries across go from a little way up the coast here. So I was hoping for a bit of drama. It's slightly sunnier than hoped, but not to worry, there is quite a cool cloud over there, so went for a wide angle and included that in the frame. and yeah, have a little walk around and get some lunch. So I'm on my way to Edinburgh now, and stopped off on the way, not too far from the M74 motorway, at another abandoned building. And this is, I think, Bank House, and it's a vast mansion. Most of the walls are still standing, certainly the exterior ones and some of the interior ones, but all the floors have gone. Lots of nice fireplaces, interesting tiled details on the floor, ivy growing up everywhere, so it's a cool spot. Bracketing exposures here because the sunlight coming through means there's lots of very bright and very dark areas, but yeah, I'm going to wander around here for a little while and grab a few more steps. Morning. So it's the last full day up north. I'm actually now in England now. I've just crossed the border. I've been a bit rubbish at recording any video the last couple of days, but I shot a roll of Gold 200 while I was in Edinburgh and in Eyemouth, I think it is, where I stayed last night. A couple of old boats and stuff. So I've now driven across the causeway to Holy Island, which I've never been to before, but I noticed the safe crossing times kind of worked for this morning. It's very busy, car park's rammed. So I'm going to stick in the last roll of Ektar, see if I can get through that today in a couple of places, and yeah, then it's back home tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see what photos I can get here today. There's so many people, it's probably just going to be quite annoying. But anyway, have a wander and look around. Well, next stop en route to my evening stay is Edlingham, which I spotted on just browsing around Google Maps like you do on the toilet. You sort of get 3 for the price of 1 here. So there's a cool old church, which it said 11th century on the roadside, and then there is a castle, ruined castle, and behind that is a cool arched bridge. So yeah, I'll have a little quick wander here, see what's what. I'm not sure I don't know if I can get into the church or not. The sandbag is on the door, the gate's open. Well, it's a few pictures of the castle done, and popped the drone up for one or two shots as well, and sent it over to the bridge. So yeah, all in all, nice little spot. Very quiet. So I've got like 2 shots left on here, which I will try and use somewhere today, but I don't know where. So I think at this point I will probably sign off and pop up the remaining images after this. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again at some point in the not too distant future.